What is up, everybody? Welcome to tonight's Hope 30 Live. Tonight is going to be awesome, but first, before we get started, when you're getting on tonight, if you wouldn't mind putting down in the comments where you're coming in from or whether you're watching this live, because I got to know, are you getting the full energy of Dr. Jim Live? Are you watching it on the replay? But either way, tonight is going to be awesome because we have this incredible topic tonight, which is the truth behind today's top 5 weight loss trends and what really works. And I think that's important because we did some research and we found out some information we didn't know, and we thought we would share that with you. But it really illuminated some really important facts that we're going to talk about tonight when we talk about the truth behind today's top 5 weight loss trends and what actually works. But before we dive into that, now again, when you're getting on, please put down in the comments where you're coming in from. Are you watching it live or on the replay? And also, if you are like, oh, I love Hope 30 and I love Dr. Jim and what he's going to talk about tonight, and you want to like this video and you want to share it with your friends, please do that. Go ahead and tag somebody in the comments that you'd like to hear this information, because we would love to get this out to everybody. But the very first thing we're going to do is we did a little experiment over at Hope 30, and we encourage you to be part of it. And we did some research, and we wanted to see what were the top 5 weight loss trends or topics. What was the top 5 most Googleable type of trends in weight loss that are going on in the world right now? And yeah, what do you think is thank you, Nicole. She put it right at the bottom. The question we posed was, what do you think is the most searched weight loss term online? And boy, we had so many people jump in, and we had a little contest. And we asked you to like it, share it, comment, and everybody who did that was entered to win a special prize tonight. So here, but we decided, oh, Donna, thank you for getting on. It's so good to see you. And you have some entries. I noticed. I know you commented and you liked and you shared. So you are entered into this contest as well. But here is what we're going to have as our prize. We get a 3-pack of our barbecue sauce, our Smoky Pit barbecue sauce, our No Regrets vinaigrette, and our Shanghai stir fry, of crowd's favorites in Hope 30. Why? Because they are sugar-free. There's no artificial sweeteners. There's no oils or anything like that. They're low calorie. There's no sugar. And they taste great, which is pretty amazing. So that is our prize pack. And we decided, we're not just going to have one winner. We're going to have 2 winners, because out of all the people that responded and commented, there is we got only one person who got the right answer of what the most searched weight loss term is online. How many of you'd like to rethink your guess? Put it down in the comments really quick. But I'm going to tell you in just a second. I'll start off with a little trick. They have kind of a catchy jingle. Oh, Ozempic. Hey, Robin, how are you? Thanks for getting on. So the number one most searched weight loss term is Ozempic. So we had one person guess. I think her screen name. Oh, there you go, Christine. She's on it. Ozempic. You got it. We had somebody who guessed on Instagram. I think their screen name was It's at the Beach 94 or something like that. So we will reach out to you personally, because I know who it is, and we will make sure that you get your prize pack of your 3 sauces. But now, for all the people, just for participating, for commenting, for sharing, and for liking, that put all of you in. Some of you got multiple entries for doing multiple things. We're going to raffle off a real quick ability to check that out. Oh, yes, Liz, you are correct. Ozempic. I'm not doing a commercial for them, everybody, but they will be a part of my talk tonight. So if you're interested about thanks for playing. If you're interested in information about things like Ozempic, you'll want to watch tonight. So if my lovely assistant could pull up yes, there it is. Okay, so this is our prize wheel spinner. You guys, you might see your name on there. Some of you have been entered multiple times for all the cool things you did. And now my lovely assistant, Vanna Nicole Holland, is going to spin it. And let's see where it stops. Nobody knows. Tick, 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 tick. Oh my gosh. Donna, you did it. That's so funny. You commented and I just said you were on here. And Donna G, you are the winner. You won our pack of our three sauces. Thank you for playing and thank you for being on live tonight. Yay, Donna. That's so exciting. All right. That's enough though of the fun and games. But I'm so excited. Thank you guys for getting on. Again, thank you for commenting. Thank you for being here. And but tonight's topic is kind of serious. But we started off with a lot of fun. So the truth behind tonight's topic, yay, Donna, the truth behind today's top 5 weight loss trends and what really works. We're going to do it again tomorrow, everybody. So stay tuned. So here's something interesting. The top 5 trending weight loss topics that we mentioned were there are things like Ozempic was number 1. Okay. I mean, there's I can't remember the number now. 13 million searches a week or something. It's or a month. It's unbelievable. Like you can't believe something like 13 million searches a month right now. It's insane. All right. But number 2, which is something that I think a lot of people think has fallen out of favor and you don't hear a lot about right now, but it was number 2, which is the keto diet. All right. Then we got into things like the third one, like weight loss shots. That was a Googleable term or a searchable term. Lose weight fast or fast weight loss. That was really high. And diet plan for weight loss. And then coming in there down there too is a substance known as Garcinia cambogia. But there is something about this because I always like to look at that and figure out, well, what does that mean? If we have people searching Ozempic, keto, weight loss shots, lose weight fast, diet plan for weight loss, and then Garcinia cambogia, which is like a weight loss, herb or something. Why are those the most searched weight loss topics? Well, I think what they got at the heart of is that what people really want fast weight loss, right? Everybody wants to lose weight fast. Ozempic, why do you want to do that? Because I want it to be as fast and as easy as possible. Why do you do keto? Well, I heard my neighbor did keto and they dropped 10 pounds their first week. Weight loss shots. Why? I want it to be as fast and as easy, and I can use medical assistance. Lose weight fast. Clearly, it's obvious they want to lose weight fast. So Garcinia cambogia. I want a substance that might help me lose weight fast. So in the end, what we really understand is that wanting to lose weight fast is human nature. It is what we all want. All right. And tonight we're going to talk a lot about the difference because you will be told by many, many programs that losing weight fast is not healthy. It's dangerous. It's not sustainable. You're going to gain all the weight back. Losing weight fast is not the problem. Bad programs that don't address the cause that cause you to lose weight fast, cause you to gain all the weight back and not have sustainability. That's the real problem. So losing weight fast is not the problem. Actually, losing weight fast is the goal. It's the goal for all of us. That's what we all want. So if we can figure out a way to do it naturally, safe, fast, effective, keep it off forever, fix our metabolism in the process, that sounds like something I would want. And I'm sure it's something that you would want as well, because what ties all of the top trends together is that we're all looking for fast weight loss. And you might think about, well, why are we all searching for that? Why is that something that we all want, and why are we all looking for it? Well, I'll tell you. You know, as it's starting to get warmer now, and I know we're gonna go Memorial Day. We're gonna go to my parents' lake house, and I know there's going to be short sleeve shirts, and there's going to be shorts, and there's going to be pictures of us trying to have fun and whatever. And I can't tell you how many times I'm like, Nicole and I will be somewhere and there's pictures taken. And when we get done, you're like, don't put that picture anywhere. I don't like that picture. The person in that picture is not who I want to be represented. That person is bigger, heavier, doesn't look as healthy as I want to be. I don't like that picture. And maybe there's been a point in your life where, you know, you see pictures of yourself and you're like, man, that doesn't look like me. And maybe, and you know, I know this, I know I'm not a woman, but I will tell you that I have very specific things that sometimes I will try to hide in a photo. I know that there's a lot of tips and tricks for the ladies to try to be like, Nicole's big thing is she doesn't want her arms to look big, right? So there's certain ways that you'll hold your arms to make sure that your arms don't look big. You know, people, I remember a girl that used to work for me in my office. There was a whole sort of step one leg over the other leg, and then you lean a certain way, and that's all. It's all these optical illusions. Yes, Nicole's like, put me in the back row, baby. Like, it's whenever you're not feeling your best, when you don't feel like you look your best, sometimes it's the pictures that are the most upsetting. I realized, like, when I was at my heaviest, when I weighed 60 pounds more than this and become a type 2 diabetic, interestingly enough, there weren't a lot of pictures. We weren't in the cell phone picture taking stage quite yet. But when that started to come around, actually, that may have been one of the biggest things. Hi, Susan. Thanks for getting on. That might have been one of the big things that motivated me to lose weight, because in my brain, kind of inside my head, I was thinking, oh, Dave and Nancy watching from St. Martin. Good to see you guys. I want to be where you are. But like, I think there was plenty of, in my head, I think I still looked like I did when I was smaller and in shape. And then all of a sudden I saw that picture and I was like, who is that person? Because that's not me. And that was a big motivator for me to kind of get things going. All right. Hi, Cynthia. Good to see you. So, hey, Donna. Good to see you. All right. We got some good peeps on tonight. So I think it's really important that, you know, when we really look at all that, and, you know, because I think everyone's like, oh, I'm going to lose weight for my health, you know, and guess what? I'm certainly, that is a big driver. And I hope that becomes the long-term goal for most people. But the truth is that human nature is, most of us want to lose weight fast. And it's because someone took a picture of us we didn't like. Or we tried to put on we looked in the mirror and we didn't like it. We were playing, trying to shove ourselves in some clothes, and then we look in the mirror and you're like, no, none of your clothes fit really well. Yeah, Terry said, I totally agree. My grands won't have any of me. Right. So, it's good to see. Oh, so many good people getting on tonight. I'm so excited. So true. Yeah. So a lot of us are motivated by those sorts of things. And so what I wanted to talk about tonight is, let's address these top 5 weight loss trends. And then let's talk about what really works, because everybody wants fast weight loss, but we're going to talk about how you can do it safely and effectively. So I'm going to ask everybody, put down in the comments if you'd like to lose 10 pounds by summertime. And by summertime, I mean June, right? Or, well, here, if you'd like to lose 10 pounds by my birthday, which is June 22nd, go ahead and put a yes in the comments. If you would like to lose 20 pounds by my birthday, June 22nd, put that down in the comments. Me, yes, me, put me in the comments. That's awesome. So we definitely, I think we all want that fast weight loss, but we want it to be done safely and effectively and really have it be something that doesn't come back immediately. All right. So that's what we want to talk about. So let's talk about these fast weight loss trends and kind of what's going on, because the hidden goal behind every trend, Ozempic, is fast appetite suppression, right? The real goal behind Ozempic is you take it and it basically makes you not hungry. And that sounds awesome, except then you just don't eat enough. And there are certainly some issues that go along with when you just don't eat very much. All right. But we can see the connection. We want fast appetite suppression. Keto is fast fat burning, right? We get into fat burning really quick and we can burn a lot of fat in a short period of time. Weight loss shots is, a fast boost to what we're already trying to do. We want lose weight fast, obviously is obvious. And then a diet plan for weight loss is we want a fast roadmap. Like how can I get there? So it's not wrong to want fast results. That is human nature. I think we all want that. So what are the benefits of fast weight loss if it's done right? Well, first off is there's early motivation, all right? Because I got to tell you, if I don't know how many times you've tried to lose weight, but if you're like, oh, I'm doing this, I'm following the program, I'm doing the thing. And if after a week, after the first week, or I've been doing it for 2 weeks, if I'm only down 2 pounds, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen to that weight loss program. I'm done. Are you telling me I'm going to work this hard and I've only lost 2 pounds in the first 2 weeks? This is stupid. I'm out. Like, I don't want to do this anymore. And so, but like we see in Hope 30 is we see people lose, sometimes 5-6 pounds in the first week. And man, it is just an incredible early motivation boost when you see that early fast weight loss, because once you see that, it's like that positive reinforcement. Do it, keep doing it. If I want to keep getting these results, I'm going to keep doing this thing. If I want to keep getting these results, I'm going to keep doing this thing. And it just snowballs. And so the result on the scale equals the motivation to keep doing the thing. And doing the thing keeps getting you the results on the scale. And it becomes this incredible virtuous cycle that you get when you have fast weight loss. The second benefit, if done right, is very, very fast improvements in blood sugar, cholesterol, and inflammation. Now, I can't tell you how many people, when doing Hope 30, how quickly we see blood sugar numbers go from type 2 diabetes range to normal range. Like really fast. I just got an email from someone just like over the weekend who was in a round, not last round, the round before, and they had gone and gotten, yes, that early positive results really helps. Yes, Elaine, I agree. I think it's really for me. I need that early result to keep going, and I bet a lot of you do too, because I guarantee you, I wanted fast weight loss as well because I needed the positive feedback as fast as possible. But I had somebody in this last round, we did blood work a month or so ago, right after they finished, and their A1C had come down, which is the average of your blood sugar. They were type 2 diabetic. The average of their blood sugar had come down a lot. And I said, well, that was only after 1 month. If you give it another 2 months, I bet you your A1C is actually here. Well, they got that new blood work with their endocrinologist, and their blood sugar went from type 2 diabetes basically to almost the lowest you could be in a what's called pre-diabetes. So it was this dramatic drop. And the cool thing is this person had also cut their medication in half. So not only was their blood sugar significantly better than when they started, but now they were taking half of the medication. And if they continue on this process, they're literally going to have normal blood sugar and probably be able to come off of all those meds, which I think is incredible. But when you have fast weight loss, and when you have a program like Hope 30 that's fast weight loss, you can see very immediate changes in your blood sugar. A lot of people see very immediate changes in their blood pressure. These are the two things we make sure people look out for, because one of the things that happens is when you start eating this right way and you start, a lot of times you start dumping inflammatory, junky fluid right out of your body. So your blood pressure drops and you get rid of all that inflammation. Sometimes people are like, oh my gosh, I can see my knees again. I can see my unit ankle turned into an actual calf and an ankle in two separate pieces instead of one big long tube. So getting rid of that inflammation, getting the blood sugar down, blood pressure down, all of those are improvements we often see with the fast weight loss really quickly. We can see that really, really quick. Another thing that's really awesome about fast weight loss is we often see higher mental focus and energy. All right. Well, here's the reason why. Because, and we'll really talk about how Hope 30 does it, because in Hope 30, we help you shift from being a sugar burner to being a fat burner. And there's something amazing that happens when you shift into fat burning. When you shift into fat burning and your body starts burning your own body fat as a fuel source, when you burn body fat, it releases ketones. And what happens is those ketones go to your brain and they are like super fuel for your brain. And so instantly it's like someone turned the lights on. Your concentration, your focus, your mood, your energy of your brain, all of a sudden is like someone turned on the lights. And this is, so higher mental focus and energy is a really, really positive piece that goes along with this benefits of fast weight loss. Of course, if it's done right. Not only do you have early motivation, but it builds emotional momentum. All right. Like, I think just the victory day after day, because let's face it, most people have sort of, I mean, at least I had, a lot of people had kind of, this is why you're Googling the top 5 weight loss ways, the top 5 weight loss trends, things like how to lose weight fast. Why are we Googling these things, right? It's because many of us are like, I feel like I've tried everything. I've tried to do a bunch of stuff. Why is Ozempic Googled that many times? Because so many people think that they can't do it on their own, that they believe they failed at everything before, and it just sort of whacks away at your your self-esteem and everything. And guess what? You're not, like, when you keep promises to yourself, you build your self-esteem. And every day you follow this kind of fast weight loss program, it keeps building and building. And why do you keep those promises to yourself? Because of the momentum. And this builds emotional momentum as well. Because now, not only are you seeing the results, but now you start to believe that you're the kind of person who can do this, that you're the kind of person that keeps promises to yourself. And this is an emotional momentum that's really, really awesome. All right. So really the benefits of this faster weight loss, if done right, is that you will feel better faster to stay better longer. All right. And I think that's such a cool way to think about it. Fast weight loss really leads to feel better faster, stay better longer. But what are some of the dangers of fast weight loss if it's done incorrectly, right? Well, a loss of lean body mass. All right. Now, here's the point. Your body is made of, we're just going to call it 3 main things, right? We've got fat, more than some of us want. We've got fat, we have muscle, and we have bone. All right. That if we're going to, and if we want, we'll throw in water as a separate thing. Although when I talk about muscle, most of your muscle is made of, a lot of your muscle is made of water. So, but we'll go fat, muscle, bone, water. Those are the 4 main things you're at. Your bone, not changing. That's your steady. So let's just go with water, fat, muscle. Those are your 3 things that can change. Now, we want to burn fat off of our body, not muscle off of our body, right? And so, unfortunately, there's a tremendous amount of fast weight loss options, and we can go down through them. Like, if you take Ozempic, but you don't actually figure out how to eat, right? If you don't figure out how to eat, if you don't figure out the exact foods that help you shift out of sugar burning into fat burning, then all the research shows that long-term Ozempic use leads to a significant reduction in lean body mass. Okay. Now, am I saying that you're wrong if you do Ozempic? Not at all. The truth is if you're doing Ozempic, you should come do Hope 30. You should go sign up for it right now, because we are going to teach you in Hope 30 exactly how to eat, that it's a metabolically healthy way to get you out of sugar burning and into fat burning. Because if you're taking the medication to block your appetite, but you stay in sugar burning, what happens is, here's what happens when you're in sugar burning. When you're in sugar burning and you're not eating enough to keep up with your calorie demand, which, like being on Ozempic, then what's going to happen is when you run out of sugar in your bloodstream to burn, your body's got to go get sugar. It doesn't just switch into fat burning, because your metabolism's stuck in sugar burning. So it's going to create sugar to burn. And how does it do that? Well, it goes over to your muscles and it breaks down the protein in your muscles and converts it into sugar through a process known as gluconeogenesis, and it burns that sugar. So your muscles, when you stay in sugar burning and you don't eat enough, you start breaking down your muscles as a fuel source. Now, think about that. We have fat, we have muscle, and we have water. What are we really trying to get rid of? We're only trying to get rid of one thing here. We're trying to get rid of fat. In this scenario, what are we burning up? We're burning muscle. So if we burn muscle, we will lose weight. But we'll still have water and fat. Well, guess what? Your metabolism, which one of those burns the most calories? It's your muscle. So you might lose 20 pounds doing that, 30 pounds, 40 pounds. But at the end of that, at the end of that, what's going to end up happening is you're going to have less muscle mass. But you're going to have the same amount of fat, or maybe not the same amount. Maybe you lost a little bit of fat, but percentage-wise, you are now higher percentage fat than you were when you started, and your metabolism is slower now than it was when you started. So what happens if you quit taking those shots? What happens if if you're just like, the insurance quits paying for it, and you're like, gosh, those are expensive. I didn't even know. I can't keep doing that. Weight loss shots. Well, and you're still in sugar burning, what's going to happen is, well, the first thing you're going to come off of it, you're going to get really hungry. You're going to start eating more, and the weight's just going to slingshot right back up. Why? Because you've slowed your metabolism down, and here's the thing. You have almost as much body fat as you did before you started sometimes. So now you're going to just stack on top of the fat that you had with less muscle mass. So you end up worse off than when you started. That's the wrong way. But if you're taking Ozempic or weight loss shots or something like that, and you get a program like Hope 30 that's in addition to it, that's going to help you eat in a way that shifts you from sugar burning to fat burning. Now, guess what happens? When we end up in a place where your body is now using your own body fat as a fuel source, what starts to happen is you don't break down a bunch of your muscle. All right. Think about this. You haven't, like people, oh, I'm in calorie restriction. Oh, no. You're burning tons of calories. It's just you are dining on the buffet that is you. You have all the calories you need. So we're going to work on burning body fat, not just losing weight. We're not going to burn a bunch of muscle mass, because when you get into fat burning, you actually preserve your muscle mass at the same time. And that's why it's really important to do fast weight loss correctly, because the incorrect way will equal a loss of lean muscle mass. All right. I mean, I can't tell you, just calorie restriction diets, lean muscle mass loss. The weight loss shots, a lot of muscle mass loss. There's a lot of those kinds of programs where there's a lot of muscle mass loss. And so the idea is, if we can shift from sugar burning to fat burning like we do in Hope 30, we'll preserve it. And that's one of the ways we do it right. Now, I kind of already talked about this, but a slowed metabolism, right? So number one, the loss of lean muscle mass is a problem, but also when you do it wrong, it will slow your metabolism down. We just talked about how it will do that. The next part of the dangers of fast weight loss, if done incorrectly, is that it can create nutrient deficiencies. This is very near and dear to my heart, everybody. And the reason is I think when it comes to weight loss, so many people are out there just talking about macros, right? Your proteins, your fats, your carbohydrates. This is all we got to worry about. And nobody's out there talking about your micros, which are your micronutrients, your vitamin B, all your B vitamins, your vitamin C, your vitamin E, your vitamin A, your minerals, your magnesiums, your zincs, your chromiums, your seleniums. Like, people aren't talking about those. And I understand that your macros are the fuel that you're going to burn, but your micros are the spark that makes the fire that causes all of it to burn. So if you reduce, or you follow a fast weight loss program, like some, detox tea program or some shake program that's just designed to severely limit your calories and do that, or if you're taking a shot that's making you not eat very much, then guess what? You're not getting in the nutrients that your body needs. And so on the back end of all of those things, you end up with nutrient deficiencies. And if nutrient deficiencies are the spark that drives your metabolism, do you think that you're going to end up better off down the road or worse off, right? Not only did we lose lean muscle mass, we slowed our metabolism down, and now we have nutrient deficiencies, so our metabolism's like all junked up. So one of the things that we do in Hope 30 is we work on fixing your broken metabolism, and we have a very, very special Hope 30 the Hope 30 test. It's a advanced metabolic questionnaire test, and it helps us identify which metabolic pathways and which vitamins, minerals, and nutrients could be a problem area in a pathway for your metabolism. And then we recommend the specific vitamins, minerals, and nutrients to help support those nutrient pathways so that we don't end up with some of these nutrient deficiencies. And my contention would be, most people, if you're trying to follow a weight loss program, you may have already screwed up your metabolism. You may have already killed half of your lean muscle mass, and you're probably already nutrient deficient. So we're working on trying to restore all that in Hope 30 to finally get your metabolism back online, working the way it's supposed to. So the key here is we want fast. The dangers of a lot of fast weight loss programs is that you get fast results, but you get them at the cost of your metabolism. All right. And we will all regret that. Right. So we don't want to do that. So how can you lose weight fast, but make it the right way? Well, clearly I'm a bit biased, because when we created Hope 30, there was a number of things that it had to be. Number one is it had to be fast and noticeable results. Because if I don't see fast and noticeable results, I'm not sticking with it. So with Hope 30, we get fast and noticeable results. It needed to be simple, easy, and sustainable. Like, I'm not if I have to measure things and weigh things and do a bunch of extra stuff, I'm never going to do it. So we made Hope 30 like like Garanimals. It's like paint by numbers for weight loss. All right. Basically, if you can eat a meat, a vegetable, and a fruit for lunch and for dinner, you can do Hope 30. You're going to get sheets of the meats, the vegetables, and the fruit, and you're just going to pick. Boom, boom, boom. That's lunch. That's dinner. And you just follow that for 30 days. It's plug and play, and it's super simple. But the key there is the sustainability, because this is real food that you get at the grocery store, you can get at the supermarket, you could buy in an airport, you could eat at a wedding or a restaurant or at a party. And so you can get at the regular grocery store. Yeah, it's simple and fast, because literally you can do Hope 30 anywhere. I just got off some phone calls with some Hopesters who just finished, and they said, we would like to jump in and say that we are the poster children for you can do Hope 30 from everywhere. Because over their 30 days of Hope 30, they were in 12 or 13 different locations while they were doing it. That's how much travel they had during that time frame. All right. So you can do it. So the way you do it right is you make it fast and noticeable. You make it simple and sustainable, right? You use real food that you can get. You make it something you can do anywhere, so that it can be done forever. But then also is you make sure that you help make sure that you give everybody the nutrients they need, so that your metabolism can continue to heal and work better over time. That's a really important part of Hope 30. And you have an eating style that metabolically helps you shift from sugar burning into fat burning. All right. That's the short-term vision, sugar burning into fat burning, so that when you get into fat burning, you're not burning up your lean muscle mass. You can keep your metabolism going. Everything works really great. But there's another piece to that, which is really important, which is that at the end of 30 days, we have systems set up so that we do certain things to kind of rev up your metabolism. Again, we sort of expand it, contract, so that your metabolism does not slow down over time. It's always one of the biggest concerns that everyone hears is, well, I don't want to lose weight too fast because I'll just gain it back really quickly. That is significantly untrue. If you want the real research, is that people that do fast weight loss stick to it better than people who don't. And when you have fast weight loss and it's body fat loss, here's the cool thing. You're more likely to keep it off longer, not gain it back faster. Why? Because here's the difference. Fast weight loss that's done incorrectly is going to be a tremendous amount of fluid weight and going to be a lot of muscle weight. So how quickly are you going to gain that back versus, do you know, like, if you burn 10 or 12 or 15 pounds of body fat, and just for volume's sake, multiply that number by 4, like if you lose 15 pounds, that's 60 sticks of butter. Imagine taking 60 sticks of butter off your body. Do you know how long it would take for you to gain 60 sticks of butter back on your body? It takes a long time. Like, you'd have to end the 30 days and then immediately start trying to gain it back, and it might take you a couple months. Versus if you lose 20 pounds of just a bunch of fluid and muscle, you could gain that back in a month. So this is very important, that the truth behind today's top 5 weight loss trends and what really works is, I think at the heart of it is that we all want fast weight loss. All of us, right? Whether it be, Ozempic or keto or weight loss shots or lose weight fast or diet plan for weight loss or Garcinia Cambogia or any of those things, the underlying theme to that is we all want weight loss and we want it fast. And but none of us want it nobody starts a weight loss program with the concept in their head, I just want to lose this weight as fast as possible so that in 6 months from now I can gain it all back. Right? Nobody starts that. Nobody looks at a picture and says, "Oh, I don't like how my arms look. I don't like how my belly looks in this shirt. I don't like my chins. I don't like anything about this picture. I've decided I'm going to lose some weight." But you know what? I only want that weight loss to be, I just need to get a picture of myself in 30 days or 60 days, and then I can gain it all back and be like this again, right? Nobody wants that. All right. So my objective of doing tonight's talk is realizing that I just came up with the fact that we all want fast weight loss. Hope 30 offers fast weight loss, and I do not apologize for it. Fast weight loss is not a dirty word. It's not dangerous. It's not bad for you. You do not gain it back faster. You do not do you know the people that say that? The people who did a fly-by-night water juice detox fast thing who lost 10 pounds and then gained it all back. Well, that's fast weight loss done the wrong way. All the research shows that when people stop taking weight loss drugs, the majority of them gain it all back plus some. Well, I'm going to encourage you, if you're on a weight loss drug, come on over to Hope 30. Let's work on the eating style. Let's work on the nutrients. Let's work on that side so that if you do come off of that medication in the future, that you already have the habits and the eating style and the body fat burn and all the good things going on, that when you stop it, you don't go back to where you want to go. So for all of those reasons, if you want fast weight loss and you would like our help, if you'd like to come be part of the next round of Hope 30, we start this Sunday in our next round. It's our first Zoom, and we have our first meeting this Sunday, and we start the eating style next Wednesday. So if you'd like to come join, and this is for anybody who doesn't know who we are, take a chance. You won't regret it. Visit us at hope30.com and you can sign up. You can also read all about the program. You can see a bunch of testimonials on there. Lots of people we've had over 4,000 people do the program. We've got a bunch of testimonials. It explains kind of all about the program in there. But just go visit us at hope30.com and you can sign up. Now, this is for the rest of you who may be like, "Oh, I've done Hope 30. I'm a Hopester." Come on back. It is, I'm going to tell you this. I'm very, very focused and committed right now because I just did a little math and I was telling them like, "Oh yeah, I'm 50. Oh, wait, my birthday is, it's getting closer. Wait, today's the 7th. So let's add, I don't know, my math is suspect. But if I add 12 days, 15 days onto that, 45 days. No, not quite. But yeah, my birthday's in like 45 days. And I will be turning 53. And I'm 100% committed to aging in reverse. So if you'd like to join me as I get really, really focused for the next 45 days, go to hope30.com. You can sign up, and I will do this round of Hope 30 with you because I'm really committed right now, and I want to do it with you. So if you want to be part of it, we can all look super great. And again, I welcome all comers. If you're on weight loss shots, if you're on Ozempic, if you're on trizepatide or semaglutide, or I don't know the names of all of them, but come on, we will help you get the eating style right. Just go to hope30.com, and I hope you got some value out of tonight. Please let us know if you have any questions, and it'll be awesome. Great to see everyone tonight. Again, go over to hope30.com, join us for the next round. It's going to be awesome. We'll all be summer ready at the end of the 30 days as we become the best version of ourselves in the next 30 days. All right. Please go make sure you go look at if you're not on there right now, the Hope 30 Facebook page or the Hope 30 Instagram page, and just go there, because I promise you there's going to be another probably cool little contest on there, and we will announce the winner tomorrow night as well. All right, so just like I tell my son every day before he goes to school, be your very best today. Hashtag never quit. I believe that God wants the very, very best for you. And the day you believe that, change your life forever. Have an awesome, awesome night. Good night, everybody.